are these people?
By the way, we're going to start out by saying that this is a Nazi-free zone, though we have a Canadian in the house. I'm going to give him a chance to have the microphone and speak for his country.
Yeah, I would just like to speak on behalf of pretty much all Canadians and saying that we don't normally clap for Nazis. But I think if you ever want to ask yourself, I wonder how down bad Canada is. That's how down bad we are. We're right there. So it's going great up here. And what I find really, really funny is there was a certain protest event a while back where the whole parliament was up in arms over a certain flag, and I'm sorry, I can't help but feel some I can't pronounce it.
Schadenfreude, yes.
I can't help but feel like even some vindication towards like the 180 that has happened here. Oh my God. Anyway, I don't have a stronger denouncement of what happened. I'm like I'm trying to joke about it, but I'm actually pretty livid. And every Canadian I know is livid as well. That is beyond disgusting. Like,
I mean, literally, I did not see that one coming it's the definition of I did not see that coming. Oh my goodness.
Like nobody needed that. You just like, and I'm sorry, they're like, well, why didn't anybody vet it? First off, the fucking conservatives saying nobody vetted it. Y'all are running some like covert defense over there. And y'all all clapped as well. So fuck you guys. Pretending that you're like the lesser evil in this situation. That I saw who clapped. Okay. And this whole like, you didn't vet this person. You introduced him pretty well. It was a pretty clear introduction before the clapping happened, right? Fought against the Soviets in that war? Well, we know it wasn't the Allies. We know it wasn't any other faction. That leaves one. So if you didn't put two and two together there and then you stood up and clapped, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
They definitely, well, they weren't listening because Zelensky was in the thing and it's all about Ukraine beating Russia. So it's like, today's war is clouding their vision of history. And it's, so we gave a standing O to a Nazi? Oh, we're sorry. I mean, and don't fall for Russian misinformation propaganda about it. Dude, that Trudeau today with that gaslight, man, that is world class.
I'm telling,
like first class bullshit right there.
I've never seen anybody better at narcissistic manipulation than him. I've never seen someone that good at it. He's like a pro. The fact that he even has to like, what's gross to me is he can't even sit with it. He can't just sit with, and this is how you know someone's sincere when they're apologizing or actually accepting accountability for something. He can't even sit with like, this was an oopsie and that's that. He's got to throw out like Russian propaganda. And that's how you can tell, because it's never like an I'm sorry or I did a bad thing. It's I'm sorry, but, or I did a bad thing, but let's look at this thing over here.
Misdirection.
That's no exception.
As they say in Monsters University, misdirection. That's what's going on there.
So I mean, I don't know what's in store next. Maybe they'll start applauding Thanos or Dr. Evil or Alduin. I don't know what's in store next for our government, but I can't wait to see. So just get that out of the way.
What's amazing to me is how is it that Justin Trudeau is not trending right now? But yes, Viva Fry had it today, and I'm gonna blow that up for us here so we can take a look. But what Viva Fry is saying is Justin somehow blamed Nazigate on Russian propaganda, Russian disinformation. Yes, and oh my goodness, I'm not going to put the sound on because it really just should be the end of Curb Your Enthusiasm or the end of it's the end of Curb.
Yeah, really.
Like it's absolutely.
We've had Curb Your Enthusiasm theme for quite a number of years now up here in Canada when it comes to leadership.
Wow.
Obligatory, not an endorsement of conservatives ever.
Well, again, I'm not an endorsement and not an endorsement of Jordan Peterson either. But we didn't know. Yeah, I was only following orders. Right? Is that it gonna be?
That's the first thing I thought with this whole thing. I'm like, yeah, sorry guys, but that excuse really didn't work in the whole Nuremberg trial.
Right?
And not for nothing but you might not want to plant the Nuremberg trials in people's heads. I'm just going to leave it at that.
So Himbo being the resident Canadian, I figured we should address it for a few minutes